Hello, friend. My name is Shane Vozar. I'm an outsider artist, and thank you so much for watching this video. This video is actually a product, and everything I'm watching and reading online says you should create products and sell them, but I don't want to sell this. I just want to give it away. So all that I ask is that please visit my website, outsiderartist.ws, and click on whatever interests you, and please do that. And this is the image I'm gonna use. Sorry, my workspace is so messy, but this is the image I'm gonna use. It's from a public domain comic book, and I'm just gonna do a very minimalist design, and keep watching, and you'll learn all about Easter ACEO cards, so keep watching. Hello, friend. I'm Shane Vozar. I've been doing ACEOs for over 3 years, and I've made thousands of dollars selling ACEOs. I've made thousands of dollars as a YouTuber, and now I want to talk about why ACEO art works perfectly for Easter. And I think one reason is that it's a lot healthier than candy. Like, you can give candy for Easter, and that could lead to diabetes or obesity and stuff. And then you don't want to give a rabbit as a gift because that's like a 10-year commitment or something, and a lot of people get rabbits and then don't even take care of them right. So rabbits aren't a good gift. Candy's not a great gift. But a small piece of art like an ACEO card is a great gift because it doesn't take up much space. And you can just store it and keep it for many, many years in a drawer or wherever you want. In a binder if you want. But it's great and it's personal. Everybody loves art, man. Like, every time I go out, I ask people, do you like art? And nobody says no. Everybody says they like art, and then I give them an artist trading card. And so yeah, everybody loves ACEOs. They love artist trading cards. And that's why they're perfect for Easter. And tools, materials, and simple setups. No overwhelm required. And these are just the basic tools you need to do ACEOs. And you need you need a pair of scissors, and you need some kind of like thick paper or cardboard, and you need some art supplies like pens and pencils and crayons and paint and whatever, markers, whatever art supplies you already have or want to pick up. And you can get art supplies at Dollar Tree. You can get them at Five Below. You can get them at Target or Walmart. And then you need top loaders. I would highly recommend putting all of your ACEOs in top loaders. And that's just that's just a plastic case that you can keep your artist trading cards and your ACEOs. You keep them in a plastic case so that they don't get bent and so that they're sturdy, and that way people can just put them in their pocket. And yeah, that's all it really takes. But you can buy blank ACEOs at Hobby Lobby, and they usually have them at Michael's too. It's just 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches, the size of a baseball card or a trading card. And another thing you can use is like do recycled art and use packaging, food packaging, or other packaging that's like a sturdier kind of a cardboard or a thicker paper, and just cut your trading card shape out of that. And that's really good if you're a famous artist like me. People love to get those personal artifacts that are also art at the same time, or if you're giving them to friends or family, they would probably get a kick out of that, I'm sure. So you can buy pre-bought, you can cut like watercolor paper or special art paper, or you can use packaging to cut out your blank cards and then just use whatever art supplies you want. And then Easter themes that actually sell and resonate. And so like you could do faith-based cards of Christ. And one of my good friends, Anthony, did Easter cards one year. He did 4 Easter cards, and they had like Bible quotes on them and pictures of the Easter story on the cards. And you can tell the story of Easter through your art. And that would be great. You can do cute like bunnies or chicks, like little Peeps, like those marshmallow candies, Peeps, the little baby chickens, or cute bunny rabbits. And you can do vintage, and that's what I'm probably going to do. It's just reference public domain and reference like vintage Easter comic books and Easter stories in comic books. And I might even look up public domain old merchandising, like old Easter cards and stuff like that. But you can reference vintage images through the public domain. And you could also do minimalist cards, and this would be good if you wanted to make a lot of cards to give out. For instance, if you wanted to give a card to everyone at church, you could do a very minimalist design of faith or bunny rabbit or whatever, and just do like a abstract card, or even use a stamp or something, and just do minimalist, like maybe do some watercolor on the card and then put an Easter stamp on it. Like that would be perfectly acceptable. And so it's all what direction you want to go in. If you're giving them away at church, probably go faith-based. If you're giving them away to kids, then maybe do cute bunny rabbits and little chickens. And Easter eggs. You could do Easter egg cards. And so, first, like I say, the only rule designing your first ACEO card step by step, and the only rule in ACEO is the size. They have to be 2.5 by 3.5. That's the only really rule of ACEO. So just be sure to start off with the card that's the right size. And then you can always use pencil to draw your design. That way you can erase if you goof up. And then you can go over the pencil with ink. And this is more if you're a newbie, like if you're just getting started making art, you go pencil and then ink. Like, I'm pretty confident in my art, and I'll typically don't use a pencil anymore and just draw directly with ink. And then you just take your markers or your paints or your paint markers and just color in the outline that you drew with your pen. And I love drawing outlines with micron pens. That's my personal favorite. And yeah, and then you would just sign the back of the card, sign and date the card, maybe write Happy Easter on the back of the card, and then slip it into a top loader, and you're all set. And there's still a few weeks to Easter. I don't know when you're watching this, but right now there's still a few weeks to Easter, so you could do like 3 cards a day or 5 cards a day and just get them ready to give away. It's kind of too late to sell Easter cards online. Like, that should have been done a few weeks ago, because sometimes it takes a while for the mail to get to people. So if you sold online, they might not get to the person in time for Easter. So maybe you just want to design cards just to give away to your friends and your family and your church family on Easter. And you want to create a cohesive Easter collection, not just one-offs. Like, you can do pictures of the same rabbit in different poses, or do all Easter eggs but different colors and designs. But you can have a theme to all of your cards, and then that way, and they're all dated to the current year. And so, like, when you have a theme, it can make them feel more intentional and more valuable. And you can do a different theme every year, or different themes for different events. And then there's fast finishing techniques for professional looking results. And this is where, like I say, if you're just getting started, you may use pencil, and here's where you can erase and retrace, and you can clean up your ink, and you let your cards dry before you put them in the top loader. And if you're using watercolor paints, then those need to dry before you draw on them with your pens. And so you can use ACEOs as gifts, decor, and keepsakes. You can turn the cards into framed art. Like my uncle, I've sent him cards in the mail throughout the years, and then he got a framed card holder similar to it was made for baseball cards, but since ACEOs are the same size, like you can frame ACEOs in frames that are meant for baseball cards and then display them on the walls. And you can make ACEOs for every holiday so that people get collections of ACEOs, and they can display them around the holidays. You can get like little displays, like little easels to hold your ACEOs and display them. I got those on Temu like over a year ago. These little plastic holders that displayed the ACEOs. And you can sell your Easter ACEOs online. Like now you could probably sell them through Marketplace, or I like to sell ACEOs on eBay. Like I say, it's just too late in the season to do ACEOs for Easter for me on eBay. Basically, you gotta watch what the retail and corporate stores are doing. If they're putting out a holiday, like, that's when you need to put out a holiday, is like several months before the holiday. But yeah, you could sell them on, but it's pretty easy to sell on eBay and Etsy. And as you listen to this, you can plan out your next couple holidays and plan way in advance. Get your cards listed on eBay and Etsy like several months before the holiday. And pricing and bundling and making your first sales quickly. You could probably sell at craft stores and coffee shops. I'd love to get prints made and have them given away at restaurants. I think ACEOs could be the next Happy Meal or something. And you can sell them to your friends. Price individual cards versus sets. You could sell a whole set and create offers that encourage impulse purchases. Like, I think people would buy really cute ACEOs for their kids to put in their Easter basket. And yeah. And here's your 7-day Easter ACEO action plan. And first day, cut out all of your blanks. Like, no matter how many cards you're making, if you're going to make 20 cards or 30 cards to give away. On the first day, get all of your cards cut. The second day, round up your supplies. Get your supplies ready. And on the first day, you can order supplies like your pens and markers and paints. You can go to Dollar Tree or Five Below and get your paints and your markers. And then you take a day to like find what you're gonna reference. Like on the second day, you could find your references, like public domain Easter images that you want to use as references, and you can do that. And then next you sit down and just start drawing out all of the Easter images and religious images, and you just draw them all out, and then on the first day you order your top loaders online, so by the time you finish all of your ACEOs, you'll have gotten top loaders in the mail, and you can put them all in top loaders. And I think they'd make really cute Easter gifts. People love ACEOs. I give them away everywhere I go, and people just really love them, and it makes people smile. And thanks so much for watching, and best of luck in your ACEO business. And please visit my website, outsiderartist.ws. And thanks so much. Okay, friends, so yeah, there's my product about Easter ACEOs. And like I say, all the gurus are saying I should be selling these products, but I'd rather just give them away for free. All I ask is please go to my website, outsiderartist.ws, and I'll put a link in the description, and you consider buying a piece of my art, giving me a tip, or following me on social media, or joining my business opportunity. I got a great business opportunity you might be interested in, so please just visit outsiderartist.ws, and thanks so much.